Yeah, hi. So I'm just doing a short live just to discuss my why and why I've actually launched my account. I'm going to discuss a bit about my background in terms of what I have done in my career. I'm also going to discuss why it's important for me to cheer on others who are business owners. Hi, thank you for joining. So so what I'm going to do is do a couple of waves. And so if you can see, the pinned comment is what this live is about. It's not going to be a long live. I'm not one of those people that do like an hour long live. It's probably going to be about 10 minutes or less. So it's just a general conversation about my why, my background, and why I believe in sharing for others. So in terms of my why I've launched this account, so it's actually to do with a lot of the things that are changing in the marketplace. I this business that I run on this Instagram account is really about helping people to optimize their businesses online. And I could see a couple of years ago that the world was changing. I used to work at PwC, which is one of the top four consultancy companies, and they were talking about the growth of the digital age and how the business world is going to be changing. And basically, it's actually going to be your health check. If you haven't got a business online, then are you really in business? Everyone has to have an online presence, and we can see it with the big corporates. I've got a post coming up next week about how they've really embraced social media. So that was my why. The reason I got into the industry is because I really wanted to support different business owners to grow their businesses online. I also used to work there as well. So that's why I got in. So in terms of my why, I noticed that a lot of people who were working in my industry weren't growing their businesses online, and that's happened. So even though I have this Instagram account, what I usually do on a day to day is I work with corporates and I design their L&D products. So at the moment I'm working with Homes England, and it's a project which is really interesting. It's actually about the Grenfell disaster. So I don't know if you know, there was a massive fire in a building in the UK. I don't know if can anyone like wave or give me an emoji if you remember what happened with Grenfell. So basically, there's so many buildings in the UK that have to be remediated because they all have, they're not got fire retardant cladding. So I'm working with Homes England to upskill their teams, and that's kind of what I do. I've worked with a project that was around Network Rail and the new rail line that's going to be HS2. I've worked at PwC, I've worked at Thomson Reuters, and that's what I do. But I have a lot of training organisations coming into my I have a lot of training providers who I commission to design training. And basically what's happening is I've just noticed that a lot of these training providers, they haven't pivoted their building their businesses online. So I was talking to some people in comments in LinkedIn, and there were some people who saying they work in the learning industry, so they design training courses, and they are now, for instance, I met someone that said they're now working in a factory. So they've gone from being a presenter who is up front in a classroom talking and presenting to now not having a job. So I could see this happening, and luckily for me, because I understand digital marketing and online world, so many of my jobs now that I am getting in from clients are around coming in and designing training course online. So the client that I'm working with, as you can imagine, all the sessions are on Zoom. So that's kind of why I wanted to get in it, because I didn't want people to ultimately be in a position where they don't have any work. So that's why, if you look at my followers, most of my niche area are people who are coaches, they're people who are working in training. So that is basically my niche area: occupational psychologists, anyone that's involved in people development. I saw a lot of crossovers in terms of how I developed my expertise. Is I actually went and worked with some coaches. So I had a coach that is based in the US. His name's called Daniel, and he's one of those people that he's excellent. Basically, what he's actually done is he's one of those people that really understood the growth of the internet, and he's one of those people that actually come in and buy loads of domains, get the really high paying domains, build businesses, get website traffic, and then sell it on. And he basically taught me about online digital marketing, and he basically taught me how to, start email lists, how to optimize my website, how to do Facebook ads, how to grow my Facebook page, how to grow my LinkedIn, how to grow, basically my social media, how to do my content. So as you can see, I have a lot, really lot of good content, and there's a lot of crossover from L&D in learning development. When you're working with corporates, you have to market your courses to the people in the business. So that's where there's a crossover from L&D and marketing. So that's how I got into it. It's really to support people who are my peers who are working in the industry. And also just to use my marketing skills and what I know about online digital marketing and creating products. So one of the areas which I love is creating products. So, I've designed training courses on mobiles, I've designed e-learns, I do classroom training, I do psychometric testing, I do management development programs, and that's kind of what I do. But then I also do this work on this page. So, I just believe in, when I first launched it, people were a bit skeptical because they think, you work in training, so are you really going to support people in your industry? But I do support people in the industry because I really believe, and I've said it in my post, it's like with doctors, or with a supermarket or a dentistry. There can be several businesses which are the same, and you resonate with different people, and we see that all the time on Instagram. So I truly believe that I can support other people who are my peers, who are to a certain extent my competitors, and also even collaborate with them, because you're going to resonate with different people. It's even on the job markets, people will hire you, go for an interview and you've got all the credentials, and sometimes they would choose a person that resonates with them, and that's how it is all the time. So I really just believe that it's really important just to, so I think it's important just to support other people, and that's what I want to do with this page. So, at the moment, I believe in kindness. Well, I've always believed in kindness. That's how I've been brought up. I didn't realise until I was an adult that there were people that are socialised to think that kindness is a weakness, but I truly believe in supporting others. And that's what I'm doing with this page. So as you probably know, I've launched some new products over the weekend, which you can check out in my bio. And I've just been using my skills of designing learning products, which I've developed over 17 years, and I've designed products based on what I've seen on the market. One of the things that I've seen on the market is products that I think can help. But then I thought, I'm a learning designer. I could probably design that slightly better. And I also could probably help people to learn, because sometimes you go on training courses and it's literally an ad. People are advertising, upselling, and I think that's really important. But I also think, why can't you just give people everything? Why can't you deliver a training course and really pack it full of useful information and content, and then upsell to your coaching program, or to your ebook, or to your Facebook group, or or your long-term program, and just help people in that way. And I just think it's really important to do that. So I've designed a series of learning products which you will see in my bio, and I will continue to do so. And I've designed a very in products which are very aesthetically pleasing. I can never say that word, but I've tried to make them look nice, and the reason why is because people like to open things that look really good. But one of the things that I have, which is an added benefit, is that I can also ensure that it leads to change, because in my day job, which I work full-time with clients, alongside this, is that I'm in the business of change. I'm in the business of performance improvements and just helping learning to stick. So that's why I want to design learning products that can support business owners to really improve what they're doing in their business, whether that's designing digital products or optimizing their social media, their websites, whatever I can do. So that's kind of what I'm doing on my page. And I've launched my products. I'm promoting them through DMs, stories, posts, and low-cost ads. So you will probably see my face pop up somewhere, and I apologise for that, but that's what I'm going to be doing for the next week or so. And that is basically my life. So that's my why, a bit about my background, and why I think it's important to cheer for others. So I had quite a few people drop in and out, so I'm really pleased that I've got quite a few people listening. And yeah, so all the best, and yeah, thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.